Alright, hello, this is Hair with Coco. I'm going to show you guys how I reattach my hairpiece, put it on, take the tape off, wash it, all of that. It's very tedious, it's not for the faint of heart. I graduated from Cosmetology 10 years ago. I've been doing hairpieces for about 8 years. I went to a specialist for about 4 months and it was so expensive. I finally came to the realization that I have to learn to do this on my own and have to make it look good. I went through some major trials because at first it did not look good. I would tape it on really crappy. It was a journey, and I could have used the guidance and the how-tos. That's why I wanted to show people how I do it, what I've learned. I'm self-taught, so I I wish hair school prepped me for this because they're huge now. I feel like they're more accepted. People talk about them. There's ads on Instagram. There's different places you can go to get them. They just seem more accessible, and I love that. I've been in a messy hair phase, so I kind of just like the unkept. This is it when it's all dry, when it's all attached. Here's the back. Let me show you the journey. It's pretty tedious again, but you kind of get used to it. It's a ritual for me at this point. But let me show you what I do. I'm just showing you the basics, the week to week, how I take it off, how I reattach it, all of that. Day 9. I usually do my hair on day 7. I just wanted to show you guys what the hairline looks like. It's not too bad. I taped it on pretty good. But this is the first. So, this is the hairline up close. As you can see, it's kind of coming up a little bit near the front here. Other than that, it's doing pretty good. It's not too dirty. I have a dark spot here, just ignore that. But other than that, I haven't done my hair at all. I have good lighting. I've got a good camera. I'll show you guys what it looks like. So here's the back. And this side part that was peeling up, I'm gonna work with that. Feeling just never gets old. This is the hairpiece. The only lace is at the front here. So it's only lace here, and then the rest is this like poly base type thing. This is the hairpiece off. As you can see, I kind of have some scalp marks. Now, what you do before you clean off, shave off your scalp, take some cotton pads, some alcohol, and then I just get that all over. Oh, that's so much better. Clippers and a mirror. Now we need to wash off the hairpiece. I start by getting the hair wet. And then I don't use adhesive remover because it just breaks up the tape, and especially for a base that's not lace, you do not necessarily need an adhesive remover. It's just around the lace that you want to keep the adhesive remover available. Around the lace is where you want to focus the spray. This lace, I don't know what's wrong with it, but the hairs pull out so much easier, and I don't know why, because like it just plucks the hairs out. So I'm losing so much hair on this hairpiece, and it's really annoying. Okay, I'm really annoyed. I just keep losing way more hair than I want. Alright. All the tape is off. Get that wet again. Just use a mild shampoo. You don't need anything like crazy. Like a good moisture shampoo, damage control, things like that. And then I really just use the shampoo to scrub the lace. I don't scrub the hair. I'll show you what I do. And then flip it over. Use a light bristle brush. I use a wet brush. They're just really gentle on the hair. And I brush the shampoo through. Just because I don't want to mat the hair. And it helps like distribute it throughout the hairpiece. And since you're really only washing it once a week, it's good to just give it a good, thorough cleaning. And then just rinse. Lukewarm or cold. And you see how the hair's already pretty shiny? Flip it over. And then your conditioner. Again, brush that through. You can see. So silky. Get it flat, and then I just roll it up and sit down on a towel and roll it. I am doing this on my floor, and you know, it's gonna get a good showing of how I tape it. So I use two different pieces. So one is gonna be like way more curved, and then the other one not so much. I use this one around the hairline, and then I use the other ones to kind of go around it. So once you get the hairpiece out of the towel, I just give it a good brush, and then I make sure there's no hairs. So I get the brush. Okay, start with this one. Let me get, this is the ASMR sound. Oh my god. Since I cut mine kind of into a widow's peak, it helps me know where the front of the hairline is. And I just like the look of it. Line it up. Press. And then push it closest to the hairpiece. It doesn't look good because you have to ease it on, so just avoid those. I'll show you what you do. Get the other side, and then I just like to make sure it's really close to the hairline, but obviously it looks horrible right now. Take that off. But you see how it kind of just lays? I grab the hair and then push out those wrinkles. And then let's just get the hairs out. Perfect. See how it kind of veers off? That's when you have to ease it in. If you're a sewer, that term will make way more sense. See? Wrinkly. I just give it a supporting hold. This one just slap on wherever, but I just like to give it a bit more hold near the hairline. Okay, perfect. Now the whole thing is taped. Put it to the side. We're not gonna need it for a minute. Always have a brush like this. Since I have a neck head, I need to have my beard do some major heavy lifting. shower comb. They're bendy. They're perfect. Okay. Now, we're all trimmed up. I trimmed around the hairline. Now it's time to take a shower, exfoliate, and then I'll show you what we do after. I'm all showered. I got exfoliated. My skin's all clean. I got the extra adhesive off. Cleaned my scalp, shampooed. I'm all prepped. Before I put the hairpiece on, I use an adhesive prep, and it helps the hairpiece hold a lot longer. So it's gonna create that extra barrier between your skin and the tape. It's perfect. You can kind of already see the line of where I put the hairpiece. It's gonna be really hard to do this, not being up close to, oh wait. So I get that. And then I just kind of work it. A shiny surface, but the back is basically similar. I start to now that you have, so the key to all of this is good mirrors. That's gonna be your key to success. You need to get a 3-panel mirror. It's gonna help you see the back. It's gonna help you tape it on. It's gonna be your BFF. I usually just do like another spray. I'm just gonna add this spray, the scalp protector, on the rest of my scalp. It's a scalp protector. It says to help improve with hot, humid weather, oily skin, sports, and swimming. Yeah, I can concur. I just give the rest of my scalp oh, that feels so good. Hopefully you can see that my scalp has, it's shiny all over because it has that protector all around it. You're ready to put the hairpiece on. You're good to go. Grab your comb. I just make sure that all the hair is out. Since I cut a widow's peak in it, I know where the front of the hairpiece is going. You know, I'm not gonna have the same placement exactly every time, but it's pretty damn close. So, I just grab the hairpiece like this. So that's the front. So now we have the front. What I do now is I use my thumbnails to guide it. That's where I place it on my forehead. So I kind of get a feel. I'm like, too high, too low. And then I stick it on. I'm like, yep, that feels about right. Perfect. We'll work with that. And then that's where you go to your mirror. I first stick it on the front. Make sure you got a good hold. And then you can start pushing it down. Because I'm doing it myself, it's not gonna line up perfectly, so I just work with what I got. Get that down. And then press. You're all set. Now that we have it on, I take my comb, my wide tooth comb, and I'm just going to go through. And brush around to make sure I got all the hairs out. And then you need to grab your wet brush. Okay. It's hot in this bathroom. So just make sure it's on. Press it in. Okay. Now we're all set. As I get the hair wet, this is gonna take me forever because, so my squirt bottle broke. This is the water. It used to be a protein treatment, but I start brushing it back. Like, you'll see. I don't just start brushing the front. You have to brush the back first. Actually put on a shirt. Okay, now we've got hair. This is the rough version of the hairline. Focus. Okay. So now that the hair is wet, I do not use heavy products on my hair. They just create a mess. So I like to do just a light hair oil. Generous amount. So after I use my hair oil, I like to use either a light texture spray, leave-in conditioner, or a light mousse. This one is a mousse, but it's a leave-in conditioner. I'll just do 2 pumps. It's Sunday. I'm not looking for anything crazy. And with this product, a little goes a long way. It has barely any hold to it, but just enough where it's gonna keep the shape that I want. I brush that through just to make sure it's coated everywhere. So now that's perfect. My hair's set. Now I can just style it. It's so messy, but I love a messy hairstyle. Now we blow dry. Alright, this is the hairpiece. This is just a closer look at it. This is right after it's done, so it's all fresh. Now, when I do my hairpieces, they last me about 7 days. Even with stronger tapes, I like to personally take it off, shower, clean it all up every 7 days. I went 9. That's just because I'm lazy.